Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to Kiara Knows, or My Nose, which is spelled with a K. It tells us what's really good in these fragrant streets. So I am here to present my October scent profile, or some people like to call it a scent tray. I like to call it a scent profile. For this month, I have my perfume selection, or how I picked my perfume. I based it off of 5 categories this month. So the categories were color, fruits, candies, sweets, drinks. So that's all one category. Flowers, and I call it stay warm / smoky. Okay, so we're going to start with color. So for the month of October, the colors I think about are, of course, orange and black, red and green. So the perfumes I picked out for the color orange, I swear I've been having these in the last few months, but haven't been able to wear them. I pick them up, but I don't get a chance to wear them. So I'm going to really make an effort to wear them this month. I have Sunforia by Finery, and I have Magnetic Candy by Finery. These are both very orange blossom heavy, so if you're not a fan of orange blossom, I wouldn't recommend. For red, I have my Vampire Blood. Super excited to give this a try. I haven't had a chance to try it yet. It has notes of red berries, night blooming jasmine, petrifying plum, and my Not Another Cherry by Finery. Most of us know it's just a Tom Ford dupe of Lost Cherry. And last but not least, my newest acquisition, Black Opium Over Red. Super excited to give that a try. So moving on to black. I have this little black dress. I got this from TJ Maxx. It was $15. It smells very similar to Jimmy Choo Illicit and Sensual Amber. It smells like a combination of the two of those. So I'm excited to give this a try. The lasting power is actually pretty good. Sometimes with TJ Maxx, sometimes the lasting power for the perfumes are very surprising. So this lasting power is pretty good. And last, for black, I'm going to continue to use my Vanilla Noir by Bath & Body Works. So moving on to green. Very excited to give this one a try too. I have the Candy Apple Cauldron. This actually smells very tart, sweet, and green. And I already have some scent combinations picked out for it. If you're interested in some scent combinations, I do post lots of reels of the scent combinations that I wear, so I would check those out if you're curious. And I'm also going to be breaking out my Mood Ring because it has a gummy bear note in it, and I think that's kind of on brand for this month because, you know, Halloween, trick-or-treat, sweets and stuff like that. Alright, so moving on down to the fruit section. The fruits I picked out are fig, grape, pumpkin, and pomegranate. So pretty much for this last 6 months, I feel like it's going to be a lot of the same fruits. That's what I'm picking up for things I've been wanting to wear each month. But anyway, let's get into it. So for fig, I have I'm going to try to say it in my little French accent. I took French for 4 years. Okay. Figue du Forêt by Le Monde Gourmand. It smells very green and very fresh. I'm going to figure out something to pair it with. Alright, so that's for fig. For grape, I'm going to post a review on this. I'm going to try to work with this fragrance. I have my Grape Cigarillo from Dua. I specifically got this because it has a grape note in it. And I don't know, I sprayed it, so I let it sit. So hopefully it's doing something different because I was not feeling it when I sprayed it. Alright, so also for grape, I have my Yacht Desire from Dua. I do really like this one. If you're a fan of Crumb Couture, by Sniff, Sexuality, by Pink Mahogany, or An Umbrella for Two by Fluoride Coupe, or the Dapper version, you would like this. It's very jammy, but it says there's a grape note in it, so I'm going to put it under the grape category. And moving on to pomegranate. I've had this for the last 3 months. I'm actually really enjoying this fragrance, the Amour Infinite by Nabatis Parfums. So that's...
Hey y'all, so my punk behind did not talk about pumpkin at all, so I'm here in post-production to add in those thoughts. So I'm going to continue pushing forward with my pumpkin swirl cake from Bath & Body Works that has notes of pumpkin spice, caramel, toffee, and creamy vanilla. I really enjoyed that body spray last month, and I think it's so in season, so I'm going to keep on pushing forward with it. Also, I picked up the pumpkin creme from Le Monde Gourmand on Ulta. I've checked out with Rakuten, so I got a little bit of money back. But anyway, that has notes of pumpkin spice, nutmeg, frothed milk, musk, and sandalwood. I'm very excited to smell it. Can't wait to pair it with something. Le Monde Gourmand doesn't last a super long time, but I don't care because I'm going to make it do what it do. I'm going to work with it. All right, so back to the video.
All right, so moving on to the section that I'm the most excited for. Moving on to the candies, the sweets, and the drinks. All right, so I have quite a few snacks and things laid out. So when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about what was I most excited to get when I was a kid, going trick-or-treating, trunk-or-treating, when we used to go to the Hallelujah night at the church that I used to go to when I was younger. And now that I'm older, what do I be doing on Halloween now? I'll be in the crib, rubbing my feet together under a blanket, watching movies and drinking something warm. So that is how I came to the conclusion of the scents for this category. All right, so first I put down popcorn. So for popcorn, I have my Mais Soufflé by Le Monde Gourmand, and it smells like buttery caramel popcorn. So I'm gonna mix it and match it, and, you know, zhuzh it up. Next, I have caramel. All right, so next I put down caramel, and I have quite a few options for caramel that I want to try out, or I'm gonna probably pick from one of these four. So my first and my favorite is Cloud of Caramel Vanilla by Dua. I was very excited when they restocked this. It literally smells like caramel and vanilla, and I get so many compliments when I wear this fragrance. So this is one of my favorites from Dua. Next, I have Secret Genius by Penrose. This is more of an airy caramel. This is the airy caramel with some extra sugar, and this is a true caramel vanilla with, it smelled like it was made with condensed milk or something. Okay. Next to last, we have my Prada candy, and this goes really good with Pastel Skies. If you have that by Bath and Body Works, those two smell identical. So yes. For the drinks, we got Love Coffee by Dua. This is a coffee amaretto fragrance, and I'm very excited to wear this because I have Black Opium, and I have the regular, and I have the Le Parfum, and I prefer this to both of them. So I'm still gonna be wearing them, don't get me wrong, but I prefer this to both of them. And then I have Le Soda Pop by Le Monde Gourmand. And this is kind of gingery, kind of reminds me of root beer, so I'm super excited to give this a try. So moving on to bubble gum. I used to remember getting a lot of gumballs and a lot of the Hubba Bubba and the Double Bubble that was wrapped up in the waxy plastic, and like in the wax coating wrapper. It came also wrapped in a piece of parchment paper, and I had that that powder dusting on it. So I wanted to pull my bubble gum out. So I have two bubble gum fragrances. I have my Berry Orange Bubble Gum by Dua. And then I'm also going to use, and I'm probably going to pair these two together. I'm going to try it anyway. I'm going to pair my sample from Montal called Bubble Forever. So I'm probably just going to use that one on the weekend because it's a little 1.5 ml sample. And I'll go through 1.5 ml in a day if I really wanted to. Moving on to chocolate, I want to bust out my Choco Musk and my Douce by Rosie Jane. Moving on to just straight up candy. Okay, so I have two scents I want to try to wear this month. So I got a pretty large order from Andromeda's Moon I placed back in July, and it was an impression of Sugar by Frank Beauclerc. So I want to give that one a try, and then I'm going to also use my Vanilla Candy Rock Sugar, and I'm probably going to want to loosen that one up. That's a good fragrance. Alright, so moving on to flower. So for flower, I only have one scent in that category, and that's because I found out through my little research, figuring out what I wanted to wear this month. Dahlia, which is what I'm going to be wearing this month from Bath & Body Works, is a flower that blooms in October, and I did not know that. So, Dahlia has scent notes of velvet dahlia petals, crisp pear, praline musk, and whipped tonka bean. And I can already think of some really smelly, good combos I can wear with this, so yes. Alright, so last category, last but not least, like the Stay Warm Smoky category. So this is going to be mostly vanilla scents. So if you were into vanilla, this is the section for you, okay? And this is not all of my vanilla scents. I'm trying to rotate the things that I'm wearing throughout the year so everything gets its fair share of wear. Let me know what vanillas you think I may have missed if you're a vanilla girly. And I'll, just let me know if I'm curious. Alright, so I included Fresh Cream Warm Cashmere by Philosophy, a very lactonic warm vanilla fragrance. I also included Eilish by Billie Eilish, the gold one, Vanilla 28 Classic, of course. I included this Desert Fleur. I was driving cross country because I had to move from the East Coast, I had to move from the West Coast to the East Coast, and I drove through Colorado. This is my second bottle of this. I drove through Colorado and I was stopping and I was exploring the city, and I went to this mall in Colorado and I smelled this and I was like, no, I'm not gonna get it, I'm not gonna get it. Child, I doubled back and I got this. So it is very earthy. It kind of even smells wet, and I hope that doesn't sound off-putting, but it kind of smells like wet earth and warm vanilla to me. And it's very warm, very comforting, and I really enjoy it. So that's Bohemian Rev called Desert Fleur. And the last two are one of my newest acquisitions. This one is my Burberry Goddess Intense, very vanilla bourbony, has that little bit of lavender in it. I'm super excited to give that one a try. And 1111 Vanilla by Lake and Sky. And two more, I apologize, my Vanilla Romance by Bath and Body Works, and last but not least, my La Vanilla. So y'all, that is everything I want to be trying to wear this month. Again, if you're curious about how I'm gonna wear all these perfumes, I stack and I layer perfumes and body sprays. That's why I include so much. If you made it to the end of this video, I super duper appreciate you. And if you could, please leave a pumpkin emoji because I have on a pumpkin hoodie. I will super duper appreciate you. All right, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.